Welcome to our journey into Stoic wisdom, where ancient philosophy meets modern life. Join us as we explore timeless principles, practical insights, and actionable techniques to cultivate resilience, tranquility, and virtue in the face of life's challenges. Let's embark on a path towards inner peace and fulfillment together. Once upon a time, there lived a man whose presence seemed to emanate an aura of wisdom. His name was Marcus, and though he had no grand title or wealth to boast of, his reputation as a sage spread far and wide. Marcus was known for his simple way of life, dwelling in a modest home adorned with shelves filled with ancient scrolls and books. People from all walks of life sought his counsel, drawn to his profound insights and unwavering calmness in the face of adversity. One day, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the city, a young apprentice approached Marcus, eager to learn from his wisdom. With a gentle smile, Marcus invited the apprentice into his humble abode, where they sat by the flickering light of a candle. As the night unfolded, Marcus shared tales of resilience, patience, and the pursuit of virtue. He spoke of the Stoic philosophers. With each story, the apprentice felt a newfound sense of clarity and purpose blooming within them. Marcus' words resonated deeply, stirring something profound in their souls. And so, under the guidance of the wise Marcus, the apprentice embarked on a transformative journey of self-discovery, embracing the timeless wisdom of the Stoics and finding solace in the midst of life's trials and tribulations. Together, they ventured forth into the realm of philosophy, where every lesson, every story, was a testament to the enduring power of wisdom to illuminate the darkest corners of the human existence. In the face of life's adversity, these are lessons that will make you thrive. Lesson 1. Guard your time. Time is our greatest asset. Unlike any of our material possessions, once lost, time can never be regained. We must therefore strive to waste as little of it as possible. Those who squander this scarce resource on minutiae or entertainment will find that they have nothing to show for it in the end. The habit of procrastination and putting things off will come back to haunt us. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. On the other hand, those who give away their time freely to others will also find that they are no better than those who waste it. Most of us allow people and other obligations to impose on our time too easily. We make commitments without giving deep thought to what it entails. Calendars and schedules were meant to help us. We should not become a slave to them. Regardless of which end of the spectrum we fall into, time is of the essence. We think we have a lot of time, but we really don't. Lesson 2. Develop an internal locus of control. Much of what happens in life is not within our control. The Stoics recognized this undeniable truth and focused instead on what they could do. Born a slave, it would seem that Epictetus had no reason to believe he could control anything. He was permanently crippled from a broken leg given to him by his master. Epictetus would live and die in poverty. But that wasn't what Epictetus thought. He would say that even when his property and even his body was not within his control, his opinions, desires, and aversion still remained his. that was something that he owned. It's easy to get frustrated today. We are so used to comfort that even the slightest inconvenience provokes outrage within us. If the internet takes a second longer than it should, or if traffic stalls for a moment, the natural instinct is annoyance, if not rage. It isn't any of these breakdowns that are making us unhappy. The unhappiness stems from the emotional response that we have chosen. This onus is on ourselves to ensure that we don't let external events affect our internal state of mind. Once we internalize that, it becomes clear that we have the power to be happy regardless of our circumstances. Lesson 3. Imagine the worst that could happen. Seneca said, "Nothing happens to the wise man against his expectation." Much has been said about the power of positive thinking in recent times. We are taught that optimism and affirmations are the key to leading a happier life, but that's not what the Stoics believed. They felt that this practice invited passivity into our daily lives. It encouraged us to simply hope for things to get better instead of taking concrete actions. Rather than deny the harsh realities of life, they decided to embrace it. They regularly conduct an exercise known as premeditative malorum, which translates to a premeditation of evils. The goal was to imagine the worst event that could possibly happen to them. For some, it was the loss of reputation. To others, it was financial ruin and poverty. But common to all was the eventuality of death. What would things look like if everything went wrong tomorrow? How would I cope with that situation? Should this change the way I live today? These were some of the questions they asked themselves. The exercise never failed to yield valuable rewards. The Stoics took cautionary measures to ensure that the undesirable outcome would not eventuate. Even when it failed, they lived better, for they had contemplated how they would weather the adversity they were faced with. We should be brutally honest with ourselves and never be afraid to confront reality. That is the best way we can prepare for success and be ready for failure. Lesson 4. Stay focused when confronted with distraction. Modern day capitalism has given us an abundance of options. Whether it's food, travel, or entertainment, we have far more to work with than our predecessors did. Yet, this hasn't clearly benefited us. When presented with so many options, we become paralyzed by indecision. This is known as the paradox of choice. Our brains haven't been able to keep up with modern day advances and are overwhelmed when presented with so much information because it's so difficult to make a choice. The default choice is to maintain the status quo. It's one of the core problems we face in our daily lives. With so many options, we never really commit to a path. We either put off making a decision or pursue multiple activities all at once. The result is that we never really make headway into anything at all. The Stoics emphasize the need for purposeful action. We must take care not to be merely reacting to our circumstances, but to live intentionally. Lesson 5. Remember that nothing endures. In the grand scheme of things, none of what we've achieved matters. It's a sobering thought. We all experience the world like we are at the center of reality. That creates an illusion where our importance is inflated. We see ourselves as the protagonist in our own story. But the truth is this perception exists only in our minds. Everyone around us walks around with a similar mindset, but each of us are insignificant in the long run. Even the brightest minds such as Edison and Newton would eventually be relegated to a footnote. There is no need for us to conform to irrational expectations and external pressures. Neither do we need to chase accomplishments in the hope of building a legacy. None of these things last. All that matters is we live life on our own terms. It is the only way we can truly say that we have lived a good life. If you have found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Until next time, see you on the next video.